Hello and welcome to this week's Cars.co.za news. I'm David Taylor and there are not one but two brand new Hyundai SUVs touching down, plus it's the end of the road for the 4-cylinder C63 AMG. Let's go.
Let's find what moves you. Cars.co.za.
What you see on your screens right now, this is the brand new Hyundai Alcazar, and this replaces the Hyundai Grand Creta. This 7-seater will be offered with a 2-litre naturally aspirated petrol engine, as well as a 1.5 turbo diesel. In terms of outputs, the 2-litre offers up 117 kilowatts, 191 newton meters, but I suspect the diesel is going to be the one to have. Only 84 kilowatts, but a mighty 250 newton meters. Both vehicles are front-wheel driven, and both vehicles have 6-speed automatic transmissions. I know how much you guys love your pricing, and I'm happy to report that the Grand Creta replacement, the Alcazar, is 66,000 Rand less than the outgoing model. I find that's pretty impressive, but this is a strategy we've seen with Hyundai South Africa before. Models are coming in a little bit cheaper, and then they ramp up the specification and price further on down the range. The diesels are a little bit more expensive, yes, and we're going to have the entire pricing on your screen thanks to my editor Umpor now. Hyundai's pricing and after-sales deals. This is where it gets interesting. And yes, I've mentioned that the Ranger starts off a little bit cheaper, but critically the service plan has been adjusted too. The outgoing model had a 4-year 60,000k service plan, but the Alcazar is now sold with a 3-year 45,000k plan. So it's something to think about in the long run. We'll be driving the Hyundai Alcazar in the next couple of weeks. The official launch is in May. On to our next story, and again Hyundai. This time it's the facelifted Tucson. You remember that popular SUV that just never seems to go out of fashion? Yes, it has been updated for 2025. The range has been trimmed from 5 models down to 3, and in true Hyundai fashion, like the Alcazar, Tucson facelift comes in a little bit cheaper than before, this time 39 grand cheaper. But what exactly has changed? The design, both inside and out, has been given an update, and the standard specification offering has been increased. The entry-level Hyundai Tucson facelift may be cheaper, but specification has been increased. This time there's LED headlamps, larger infotainment screen, blind spot detection, leather trim, and the wheels have grown up in size. That's pretty awesome, I think. This entry-level model is powered by a 2-litre naturally aspirated motor, but what I think you want in this segment are the 2 turbocharged diesels, which are the other 2 models in the lineup. The flagship is this, the sporty looking N-Line, and that comes critically with all-wheel drive, and I think that's a really nice thing to have. But for sheer value, the mid-spec executive, and if I go through the brochure here, that's larger wheels, smart key, button start, powered tailgate. While the N-Line, that gets a Bose audio system, and that's the only spec change I can see. Pricing for all 3 models is on your screen now, and remember that the service plan has also changed. I see a pattern here with Hyundai, we see you. 6-year 90,000k, that was before, and there's now a 5-year 75,000k service plan. Finally, in our last story for the week, it's official. It's the end of the road for the 4-cylinder Mercedes C63 AMG. According to UK publication Autocar, the plug-in hybrid powertrain will no longer be offered. I mean, let's just remind ourselves here, 500 kilowatts, just over 1,000 newton meters. And yes, it didn't have like a rumbly nice engine, but it was stupidly fast. I tested that thing 0 to 100, 3.29 seconds. And make no mistake, that is very, very quick. But before we get all excited and going, yay, C63 is going to get a V8. No, AMG has put out a little statement, and let me read it to you. Due to packaging constraints within the model's platform, the V8 adoption is unfeasible as it requires more space, not just in terms of dimensions, but also for associated cooling systems and crash protection measures. Can you get more German and precise than that? We want to go fast, but the car still has to be safe. So what motor are we getting? Instead, there will be a plug-in hybrid version of AMG's 3-litre 6-cylinder turbo petrol. And the good news is this motor, we've already seen it in a few cars, the CLE 53 and E53 AMG. The UK publication Autocar also went on to say that this engine, the 6-cylinder that is also going into the GLC range, and we will be expecting to see formal reveals in 2026. This engine in the E53, 430 kilowatts, 750 newton meters. There's your arguments already sorted. But I suspect AMG is going to go, we can't really have a C63 and an E53 running the same power. So I think C63 is they're just going to turn it down just a little bit to stop those awkward family arguments. But also the noise. This is the biggest problem with the C63. People wanted a rumble. So let's have a listen to the E53. Yeah, I think, okay, that's a lot more muscular, and I think that's going to address the elephant in the room, the lack of soul, which is ironic coming from a ginger. Do you think that'll restore the love for AMG? Let me know in the comments below. And that wraps up this week's video. I will link information about the 2 Hyundai SUVs in the description below. I do think there's some good deals on offer, which is great to see from the Korean brands. I mean, there's been a massive onslaught from the Chinese brands, and it's good to see the Koreans fighting back a bit. And remember, Cars.co.za is a great place to buy and sell a vehicle, and also if you're looking for good buying advice, news, reviews, we have it all. I will see you next week. Okay, bye.
Let's find what moves you. Cars.co.za.